Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a very special episode of IPDL Sunday Night News, brought to you by the Muppets. I'm your host, Kermit. Joined with me today, we have Artsky.
Holy moly.
Evan.
I wasn't lying. If I had the budget, I'd do it, and I did.
And Caitlin.
I wasn't expecting to be graced by Kermit.
And
I must say,
no,
Kermit, sir, it's
ahead.
a complete honor.
It's okay. I forgive you. This one time, never again. You were saying?
No, I was saying it's an honor.
Oh.
It's an honor to be here with you.
Well, now I feel bad. We're gonna have to sort this out later, okay?
He's in full honor mode.
Kermit, don't worry.
And anyway, let's get right into it.
Alright, welcome on in, everybody. We got a legendary guest with us tonight, as you just heard. Gonna be a good night of podcasts and other stuff. But, as always, the first major news that we get to cover tonight is the Buggo comic. This is going to be the final one of the season.
I don't know how I can handle that.
And it's up there for Evan.
Comics.
If you want to pick your cast, Evan.
Pick my cast. Well, I think I'm gonna have Kermit play the Litten, and then I guess I'll go ahead and be Weedle.
Do I get to be Electrode then?
Yes, you do. I forgot they were there.
Love to see it. Whenever you're ready.
Hi, Weedle. What you got? What you doing with those tombola balls?
I'm investigating them. I have a suspicion that there may be a team that is somehow rigging the draft order by tampering with the tombola balls. There's some teams that seem to always get a good draft position, and I'm not sure it can be explained by luck alone.
Oh dear. Wait, you don't think the London Littens are involved, do you? I know we tend to do well with our draft positions, but we would never even consider cheating.
Don't worry, Litton. I don't suspect you. If anything, your team is being set up deliberately by real masterminds behind this. That being said, we need to keep this investigation secret. If word gets out and there's criminality involved, the responsible party may resort in violence in order to cover their tracks. So be careful not out there, okay?
Gotcha. Thanks. That Weedle sure is clever. But do you think Weedle will be clever enough to avoid the bomb that will be detonating in his kitchen on November 6th at approximately 7:43 p.m. EST?
Well, I doubts it, boss.
It's so good.
That's actually just excellent.
It is just excellent. I asked Dom, I was like, is there a particular reason November 6th at 7:43? And he goes, the specificity makes it funnier.
I would agree.
It'd be really funny if that was like his predicted pick timer of draft.
Actually, bookmark this. Yeah, we'll come back to that, because if that actually happens, that's incredible.
Oh no, it's Sean's dad's birthday. Is he getting the bomb?
Wait. Your dad's a Litten? Wait, no. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, God.
I will say it's very close to Dominic's birthday as well.
Also very close to Smarmy's birthday.
I mean, that's kind of what Voltorbs just do, you know, or Electrodes in this case. They're the bombs, you know?
They really are.
Alright.
Oh, I can.
We are now going to be switching over into our finals battle. In past podcasts, we usually had semis, but we've already seen those. So, Evan, if you want to walk us into this, just with a little like introduction to the battle. Obviously, it is you fighting LT for the title. A completely brand new champion will be born after this match. How are you feeling going into this?
Nervous as all sin. LT and I started referring to the battle as the Anxiety Championship. Because both of us were just messing each other on the side, being like, Bro, I'm so nervous. Like, this is crazy. Never thought I'd make it this far. Um, Obviously, like, mad props to whoever won. We were both like, no matter the outcome, it's really not that feels bad because neither of us thought we could make it this far, and it's just exciting. It's exciting to see a new champion.
Very blessed, very blessed. Cake or Kimchi, do either of you have any other comments you want to put on this battle? Whether the teams, the trainers?
I mean, they've both just had extraordinary runs to get to the final. I love SJ, but it's nice to see a new champion. I think both worthy of winning the title for sure. So fair play to them.
Yeah, I'm happy that both teams made it, and some really cool teams on both sides. Love seeing a different dragon rolling up to finals in Hydreigon. We haven't seen a whole lot of that in a few years, so.
You're the coolest, Carly. Appreciate it. Enjoy your
The last
emotes.
time a new champion was crowned was the
Victoria.
first season of Gen 9, Season 17 with Australian Ryan.
Holy moly.
Ah, I lost that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah, you did.
Because then after that, it was Ivo, and then SJ went on his run.
I think I lost all 3 of those in a row.
Yeah, you had a really good start to Gen 9.
What happened? Let's unpack it.
DLC 2 happened.
Oh, that's actually pretty fair. Yeah.
I blame trying to use different mods that I'm not used to, and the experimentation not working.
That's
Yeah, you
also
decided to
pretty
have
fair.
fun, and like honestly, can't blame you.
I blame the
But
London
hey,
Littles.
we're not here to talk about my failures. We're here to talk about the possible ascension to greatness for one lucky person.
That's
Very
true.
Now, I would normally turn to Velocity at this point and ask him which team does he think has more aura. So Kimchi, I will turn to you. Which team here do you think looks scarier, just from like the team lineup?
I can also switch viewpoints if you want. A back and
Ooh,
front.
Actually, yeah. Give us a quick view swap. Okay, so visuals only, like aura wise. LT, I'm sorry, but you lose points, and it's not your fault because that cornerstone sprite is awful. Low kicks and Bramblegast, they have aura, but like you've literally got Scoop Dog and a surfing cheese string. Like it's. There's 2 aura-filled mons on both sides, but I'd probably give the edge to Evan just because Cornerstone is so ugly.
Yeah, I have the real Ogerpon, the one with the good sprite.
Yeah, they ruined Corner Pawn. It's so sad. Like, I almost
It
don't
is
ever want to draft it just so I don't have to look at that stupid sprite.
The
Yep.
worst part is that sprite is better than the new Welgerpon sprite.
Oh,
Wellspring
is-
sprite is so bad.
Sean
It's
actually
easier.
likes it from what I can read, so I would need to see it to judge myself.
I thought Heart Flames was fine.
I'm gonna pull up Showdown and see what I find.
Also, look how small Cornerstone is next to the Rotom. He looks like he fits inside the oven.
Putting the
does,
kids in the
this is-
oven,
Oh, that's what that is. It was an allegory.
It's
Does somebody have a Wellspring
it
sprite?
doesn't have. If you're like just in the team builder, the sprite isn't updated.
that's a shame.
Somebody has to find a replay of Wellspring and send it to me so I can see it.
I'm literally gonna queue an OU game for you right now, Arsky.
Okay. We'll get into this battle first, though, and then we'll look at the Wellspring after.
Perfect.
As always, if there's a point that you want to pause on, go back, take an extra second,
Yeah, so starting off, I was either going to lead the Cheese String or Ogerpon. I
Ooh.
really want to lead Godenko if Glamora was present, or Tinkaton.
That sugar
But-
berry's so
Yeah.
clutch. Oh my gosh, so clutch.
So the shuffle
That's a
was
lot of
there in
damage.
case it was Earthquake, um,
Oh, and then you still die.
Dragonite or Glamora Earth Power. But again, with the lack of Glamora present, I just deemed it wasn't worth it to lead Gildango and just led with a fast Mon. So I have been a Deoxys defense hater almost all season. I think this is my third time using it, but it was just perfect into Rotom Heat. Pressure making it so he can only click Overheat 4 times, and even if he was the setup
Appreciate
variant,
you, Sean and
he
Kimchi.
still can't
We'll look
kill
at those
me
after.
as long as he's clicking Overheat. Now, granted, I did suspect a Discharge set, which is why on the next turn I'm gonna...
That's a lot of special and tech.
Yeah,
Oh goodness.
and it's gone.
Goodbye, oven.
That's a crazy outplay. Because, like, if you got that wrong, you just lost Lycanroc. Like, you have so many times this season.
Well, no, that because I clicked Teleport.
Yeah, you click teleport, so it was safe.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Slow momentum.
The risk was missing with the Stone Edge.
No, this was
That-
exactly the switch I wanted to see here into Ogerpon, due to the spiky shield.
Oh.
The crit didn't matter.
Yeah, that's an Ogerpon. Hydreigon. What a cool Pokemon, by the way.
It is a cool
that's
Pokemon.
a crazy double.
So now I have to play the end game very carefully, because if I have bad positioning
Appreciate you, Eldrin.
and Dragonite can come in while I'm choiced in a Dark Pulse, I might just lose on the spot. So him terroring to grass was actually what I wanted him to do there. It now not only prevents him from terroring into fire on the D-Knight, but it let him live that Dark Pulse, which allowed me to sack the Moose and get good positioning here to break multiscale using Excel Rock.
Although, this is now a
Oh,
plus one
interesting.
Dragonite.
He just scale shotted.
Well, I'm Scarf, so we're
There you
safe.
go.
Scarf Hydreigon was like the key to like my first victory in this league back in Gen 7. That Pokemon cleaned up so hard for me in a lot of battles.
Scarf
I did
Drake,
not
elite
realize.
cleaner.
I
Yeah.
did not realize that Hydreigon has won the league like 5 times.
It's a good
Now-
mon. It's a
It's
very
a
good
really good
mon.
one.
I just feel like people kind of sleep on it nowadays.
I think it
doesn't surprise me.
I think it felt way stronger in like Gen 7 and Gen 8.
Yeah.
This gen, it's just like so power creep that like it's still good, but like there are just so many good dragons to use that sometimes it just
And dark types.
and then it's sometimes hard to justify. But like you found a way to make it work, so congrats.
And you can get pretty creative with it as well. Like, it has a bunch of different sets it can run. Like, it can be support, it can run rocks, you can do physical, nasty plot as well. Just classic Scarf cleaning that apparently wins you championships, so.
Which is funny because, hold on, let me see if I can get an exact amount of time. I showed my team to Zig the night I finished prepping it, so Monday. We battled on Wednesday. And I made a joke about the Rambling Shroom to like start the conversation. Rambling Shroom is a monster, or an enemy from Earthbound, by the way. I should say that. So he really thought I was bringing Amoonguss, and then I showed him the team. He saw no Amoonguss on it, and then proceeded to try and convince me that Scarf Hydreigon was going to do nothing in the matchup and was like pointless to bring. For about, how long is this? Half an hour? Yeah,
Although that endgame would have been real spooky if you had missed that Draco.
Yeah, so I sat there for maybe 5 minutes looking between Draco and Dark Pulse and Terran versus not Terra. Because I was Terra Steel, but I knew he had fire, like a fire type move. So I just didn't know if I should be predicting the scale shot or predicting the fire punch.
I think he had to. I think he had to scale shot because if he doesn't and he kills the Hydreigon, like The problem is that like then you just Terra with the Ogre Pawn and one shot him.
I just don't though. Like
Oh
Yeah.
even
yeah.
at -2
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
-1.
Yeah.
Or I
No,
know at
you're right.
-1 originally. and then,
At
like,
negative
said to be-
one, it looked like he could just roost it back off and be fine.
Yep. But -2 would have
-2 would have been a problem. But yeah, Eltrim had a whole thing that he would want to like talk about. Unfortunately, he can't be here right now. He does say he'll take questions though in IPDL. You know, once he gets off work. So if you want to follow up with him there, you know, you can get his side of the story. But if there is anything last that you missed that you want to say, that's my bad.
No, that was pretty much it. To be honest, 26 turns is kind of a fast one, but we've seen faster in playoffs, so.
But we wanted to go back to this Ogre Pawn sprite. I was sent the Water Ogre Pawn here from Kimchi, as well as the Fire one here from Sean. And I gotta say, I think the Rock one is the worst one out of the three that I can see.
I would personally go
I
Fire
hate the
Rock
one.
Water.
I just leaked my season 25 draft. Whoops.
Unlucky.
Wait, that's fire though.
The Water's not great, but I actually like it a little bit more than the Rock.
Are you gonna also take Urshifu Rapid and Quackaball?
I'm not doing mono water. I don't know where you got that idea.
No. It's so that we can have all the water fighting types.
Oh wait, true.
Keldeo?
Yep.
Yes.
Keldeo, Urshifu Rapid, Quackaball, Poliwrath.
You'll get there.
Barraskewda should be water fighting. I'll say it.
Is there another water fighting I'm forgetting about, Art?
Grapple Ox should have been, but
Grapplock also should have been. Yeah.
Absolutely. I still think Phalanx should have been either a bug or a steel.
I'm pretty fine with it just being fighting because it's based.
I'm
on
fine
the
with it being
breeder.
fighting, but like it just gives me that because they're like tiny little guys, they kind of give me bug vibes, and because they're, supposed to be like Spartan soldiers, it gives me steel vibes. I don't know.
There's also Tauros Paldea Aqua.
Oh,
That's,
you're so
that's the one we missed. Yeah. Which is actually
There's
a
your
good one.
defensive backbone right there.
True.
holy
I can
moly.
run Anger Point specifically to counter Surging Strikes.
I was thinking you're just gonna intimidate people, but that works too.
Nah, let's be funny instead.
Well, it's all for the bit, as we know. Up next, we got a recording sent in by Eltrim for today. He wanted to give a message that you should all be able to hear in Discord and on stream starting now.
Hey everyone, it's Eltrim, Trim, LT,
It's so
Legally
quiet.
Trim, whatever you want to call me. I'm
You gotta turn
sorry
up
I
your
can't
volume
be
on the
there
stream.
tonight. Work's got me caught up. But I appreciate everybody on the podcast, Evan, Art, Velocity, and then Cake some weeks, allowing me to record this and get this to you ahead of time. First off, congratulations to Evan. He played really well and has, most people know by now, has won and defeated me in the championship. Uh, he played really well. Congratulations on the great season. Uh, good job winning the anxiety championship, as we called it, but he played really well and deserved it. So congratulations first off and for all. Just a few things I'm gonna say, then I'll let podcast take it back. I want to thank Cat or Mustard for giving me the nicknames ideas for this season, whether she remembers she did or not. They were really cool, and I'd like to think that's kind of part of it why I made it to finals. So I'll give Cat her credit there, and then I want to thank a few other people. Thanks to Ozzy Ryan, we've been talking in the background. Cooking up some ambipom sets and some other stuff. So appreciate some of the help that he's given this season, and look out for us cooking some season 25 squad sub for me and him. So watch out. And then lastly, I want to thank SJ. Many of you know I talked to SJ and he can review some stuff and help whenever he's around. So I appreciate all the help this season and review of some of my more questionable sets that I didn't end up bringing this season.
Appreciate for the follow, Blueberries.
Also, thanks for the good battle in the semifinals. I finally was able to beat you, but I'm looking forward to playing you either next season of the playoff, whether it be here in season 25 or VGC, where we end up playing almost every single time. Anyways, last few shout outs here. I'm gonna make my nomination for the best buggo. Shout out Low Kicks, who is amazing this season for me. I know Volcarona's coming back into the fray, but shout out Low Kicks. That is my best buggo and the best buggo. Also, shout out to Dragonite, who I didn't want to draft whatsoever. I was trying to debate about 6 other Pokemon that weren't Dragonite and hoping they fell to me. But lucky for me, Dragonite did actually fall to me and proved me wrong and was actually a good Pokemon this season. So I think all of y'all should be looking at it for season 25, even with the new Pokemon. And then the last thing I'm going to shout out is Tinkaton, criminally undervalued by everybody and has been one of the cornerstones of my team this past season. So I think another Pokemon that people are underrating and should look again, as well as Brambleghast. If you know, you know. And then just lastly, thank you everyone for allowing me to record this and send this out to you. Good luck to everybody in the 25th season of the IDPL, even with all the changes. Have everybody have a great rest of your podcast.
Holy moly. And there it is. There is the message come through. Evan, how did you feel about that? You know, a lot of congratulations, you know, and stuff went to you.
Yeah. I mean, it was super awesome of LT. You know, sad that he couldn't make it, but I'm glad he was able to get that over to us so we could get a couple words on the show for him. You know, we talked quite a bit after the match, and as I said at the top of the show, there were like no hard feelings. We were both just excited and anxious about the battle. So, you know, congratulations to him as well for making such an incredible run with his team, and I look forward to facing him again soon.
Yippee! Where are our league pundits? Any you can translate that to me? I don't know if I've seen that word before.
Pundits?
Yeah, Kimchi?
It's punditry. It's commentators, I think, or sort of like, but like specialized, like, in whatever it is that they're talking about.
An expert in a particular subject or field who is frequently called on to giving opinions about it to the public.
Yeah.
I feel like Cake has kind of been that for us a little bit, you know? A little bit more critical on things.
No, but I think what Ivo is saying is we need a pundit for each league. So like we need an L1 pundit, L2 pundit, L3 pundit.
Well,
you're just saying if we need a pundit for just the league in general, it's probably like Cake, Lucob, Tom.
Yeah, they do a lot of the sheet stuff, and they're very. I know Lucob has like is it Lucob that has the gigantic like Google Doc with or Google Sheet with like everyone's win-loss history from IPDL?
I do believe Lukup has one of those.
Tom.
As well.
Oh, that's Tom?
So
yeah.
So
definitely.
No, I think you got that. I think you got that backwards. Tom has like the league history in like who's like won in the league and who's like set records and like overall win-loss record. But I think like Lukup has like broke down details on a lot of like even like teams everybody has drafted.
So
with the
he has an
head-to-heads.
individual sheet that he has made for a couple players and given to them to keep updated. So like I have one, Ryan has one, SJ has one, Joey has one.
I know, I use it too.
Yeah, and it allows you to track your win-loss against each player, your differentials, the teams you've drafted. Lukup also has the IPDL winning Pokemon doc, which details every championship team.
Gotcha.
Their draft position, the league they were in their seed during playoffs, as well as what format it was. And then Tom has the like Omega doc, which is all of like in the Hall of Fame in IPDL, who won each individual league, the kill leaders of each league, combined championships, regular season win-loss, regular season overall differential, playoffs all-time stats for each player. But yeah, it doesn't break it down into like the matchups.
That's actually crazy. Fair play to them for actually doing that, because that must have taken a lot of time. And I still use a notepad where I track my win-loss and overall dip.
I mean, sometimes when you're just good with Google Sheets, you're good with Google Sheets, and it doesn't actually take as much time, you know?
That's a
Yeah.
very valid point, yeah.
Because I know some people who can put any amount of data together in like under 10 minutes versus someone like me, I would take a couple hours to just put in a couple lines, you know?
Yup.
There's a reason I'm not a doc master anymore, because I did everything the hard way.
Are you sure?
Manually.
If you need one of those from what Evan is describing, I believe if you hit up Luca, he might be generous enough to give you a copy that you'll have to put in your own information for. So definitely hit Luca
speaking
up.
of that, speaking of that information, I'd like to go over a couple stats about that IPDL winning Pokemon doc that he presented after finals was over.
Yeah, go for it.
Hydreigon now joins Terrakion and Tornadus Therian at the top of the board on 5 overall season wins. 7 Pokemon all achieved their first win this season. Blaziken, Deoxys Defense, Kilowattrel, Lycanroc Dusk, Ogerpon, Smeargle, and Galarian Weezing. Which leaves Goldengo, Tinglu, Amoonguss, and Araquanid now all sitting at 2 season wins, 3 of those being by SJ, with Araquanid, Goldengo, and Tinglu just last season, and Amoonguss' first win was with Surrey in Season 11.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly. Time to draft Hydreigon, Terrakion, and Tornadus, yeah. I tried to draft Tornadus, and it would not hit a Hurricane or Bleak Windstorm, so I don't know. Unlucky, I guess.
Some stats that really surprised me in there is the fact that this was like Blaziken's first real win, but to be honest, I think that mon is kind of terrible after I've used it all season, and when it was good, it was banned. So when
I said after last season that Mon's a fraud.
and I believed you, which is why I never made it my Terra Captain. I just really needed a fire type. And I'm sure in hindsight we can look back and be like, Evan, there were 7 better fire types, and I'll go, yup.
Yep, yummy fire type.
Yeah, I
Same
would have
as
held
here.
up for Infernape overtaking Blaziken ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm an Infernape hater, I think.
I love
Whoa.
Infernape. I think the
Infernape
utility
can just
is so
do
good.
So many fun things.
Infernape is like the two-way glue guy. He does everything.
Yeah.
We're Infernape guys. We do everything.
One day I'll get to draft it. Surely.
It can literally just be like a rocks pivot guy for you.
I was kind of spitting facts. Apparently there wasn't a better fire type, as it did become a champion.
He has a ring. Blaziken has a ring.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
better in that it was so bad that that Evan almost never brought it. Sure.
And when I did brought it, it either never hit the field or died in like 2 turns. I will say, I think it did one. It won me like 1 match against. Who did it beat? Lucob? It killed Clodsire once by clicking Flare Blitz twice, and that's all I ever needed to do.
Hell yeah. I mean,
That's dope. That's dope.
you do have to put forethought into prep for Blaziken, though, because Speed Boost Swords Dance can run away with the game sometimes. Not as efficiently as some other Pokemon, but it's a threat to at least consider, so. Even if it did ride the bench.
Yeah, it is true. There is something to be said about like bench threats.
Yeah.
Like Dondozo and Garganical.
No, exactly. You have to prep for them, whether that's a cloak or, you know, a taunt or an encore or whatever it may be. Certain things you have to respect at least a little bit in the prep, so.
It was Raging. Raging had a Clodsire. It's week 2.
It was so long ago.
Yeah. That was its first and only kill of the season.
And now he's a champion. Just like you.
And now he's a champion.
Congratulations, Evan.
To be fair, Deoxys Defense was also a bench warmer until he literally saved the championship. So
I
What do I
love
know?
Deoxys Defense. The Pokemon is so like
It's goofy.
it's just so clutch. Like it does exactly what you need it to when you need it to.
Okay, with that, I think we need to move into our next announcement. This will be the cake announcement here. If you want to take it away, I'll put up a picture for you that you requested.
Yeah. So I am getting to a point in my life where I am just old and busy a lot. So I have unfortunately be needing to step down as a main host of the podcast. I will be more than happy to be a guest every now and again, but being like the analysis guy, I just don't have the time for that sort of stuff anymore. And so I'm kind of reaching that part in my career where I take things a little less seriously and for lack of a better term, I'm a more of a for fun player nowadays. But yeah, I'm not leaving the league. I'm not done drafting. I still love it too much to go away from it. So yeah.
But yeah, with that, moving forward, Cake's stepping away. We're likely not going to be picking up a new co-host going forward as like a permanent thing. But I believe, Evan, you've talked about wanting to try to get more guests back on and to have more of a bi-weekly rotation kind of a thing.
yeah, I think we're gonna go back to kind of how we did it more in the first season of the podcast, where I'm going to try for every other week. Whether or not I can find people who are available every other week is another question. A lot of the people that we had coming back each season have moved on to doing other stuff. Individuals like Sparky, Armin, Zard, we had on multiple seasons. I know they're all busier now, but I will see what I can do.
Yippee!
It's been too long since I've heard from Armin.
Spoke with him about being on today. He was busy.
He's a busy man. Busy man.
Yeah, I'm really busy. I basically have something going on basically every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday, and like multitudes of stuff in between. Oh, and Thursday. And then like I'm working I'm working a ton. So it's like, man, I barely have enough time to have my own free time.
Yeah, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, it happens.
Well, thanks for putting in all the time that you have with us over these last couple seasons.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing for me because like I feel like I've given out all of like my basic tips and tricks that I generally try to abide by in my battle style over the last 2 seasons. So I need people to I need more time to develop some new tech and get a leg up on the competition again because everybody's catching up to me.
Indeed.
This is a training arc.
Gotta level up.
Yeah. We're hitting the experimentation and hyperbolic time chamber phase.
It's the best phase.
And we'll actually go over some of that a little bit later in the podcast. But normally at this point in the finals, we would be calling on Velocity. But as you know, Velocity is not here tonight, so he has passed his work along to me for some playoff awards. So if anything is wrong, hashtag blame velocity. You know what to do. Go like not harass that man, but tell him off if an award seems wrong. There is one award that I looked through them briefly last night, and it was wrong, and we corrected that. So I got one for you guys. Don't worry, I'm looking out for you. But we will switch over to that real quick.
Yippee! Awards time!
Awards time, awards time.
Awards is always so good.
Oh man, we got Kermit to present the awards. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Maybe one or two of them. Powered by Das Good Sausage. What is this?
That's good sausage, yeah.
So I don't know where Velocity finds these sponsors, or whatever he calls. But we will.
Velocity's Wiener Schwissness.
Oh, I probably have to correct the. Yeah, only one more second. Okay. Maybe we'll get an actual sponsor, like Joey's Maid Services, if you know, you know.
You know.
But this is Velocity's award show, presented by us this time. Here at the podcast, with a bunch of stuff to go through. Let me get his message. So the first award that we're going to go look at is the, quote, least powerful kill leader. The kill leader with the least kills. For this award, there was actually multiple people that hit the kind of threshold that he was looking for. And there was 3. We had Ivo, Raging, and Power Boston all hit Dragapult, Dragonite, and Iron Boulder into the 17 kills.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a good amount of kills.
So congrats to those 3 for the least powerful kill leader award. Up next is the secret weapon, a player with the highest kill mon not taken in more than 1 league. Funny enough, this goes to some guest that we have on the podcast today, being Kimchi. Kimchi, can you guess which mon got this award without looking?
Well, I mean, it has to be Frostmoth, surely.
It is your buddy Frostmoth.
Hey, congrats.
Frostmoth
Thank you.
had 13 kills for being the secret
Honestly?
weapon.
13? I'll take it. That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's
And thank you, Arsky.
amazing.
You convinced me to make it my Terra Captain, so...
Yeah, I said Terra Captain that thing. It's like mini Volcarona.
I like it better than Volcarona, though. Shh, don't tell anyone.
I won't. Especially because you could still Terra this one, but you can't Terra Volcarona next season.
True? I'm running it
Wait,
back.
True. Wait, run it back and just when you're fighting the Volcarona player, throw a mirror herb on it. Oh my god.
Holy.
But what if the Volcarona has a mirror herb too? Oh no!
Yeah, but you have Terra. He doesn't. Go fuck. He can go fuck yourself.
Exactly. We just Terra Rock. They'll never expect it.
Hey, the
The
next...
Orcorio
Oh, I thought you were
stocks
gonna
back
tear. I thought you were gonna
rise.
tear a fire on them.
Wait, that's better. Shit.
Hmm.
See, this is why your analysis will be missed.
Up next, we got the early drafter, the player with the most kills across their top 3 picks. This was a 3-way tie, or 4-way tie, it looks like. We had Shader, Velocity, Pokestar, and I-90 all hit the 27 kills across their top 3 picks. I'm sure with I-90 it was more slanted to one guy than 3, but, he kind of just that guy.
Darkrai 16 on Boulder.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And then after that, we got the late drafter, the player with the most kills across their last 3 picks. This one is a crazy one. This one goes to Australian Ryan.
Oh yeah,
Ambipom?
Ambipom went sicko mode.
No.
Oh,
Among his last
It-
3 picks, he got 31 kills between them.
My goodness.
Ambipom
Yeah, it was
is
like
part of the
Reggie
equation, but
Drago and
Yup.
Ambipom.
and Mimikyu was 6.
Ozzy Ryan, the actual goat, honestly.
They are
That's such
they're always so much fun to watch.
that is genuinely such a cool selection of mons.
I love having that conversation with Ozzy Ryan every single week about our team build because, like, I'm always just like, what in the world is he gonna cook up this time that I'm gonna have to be like, all right, we have to tone it down just a little bit here so you can actually cover like your opponent.
The man
It's just-
is
that's
a
right.
bargain bin shopper.
Absolutely. I also noticed Ozzy Ryan drafted 3 fairies this season.
It's a good type, you know?
It's
It is.
that's true. That's pretty true.
There's a few types that I'm okay with drafting several of. Fairy is one of them.
I mean, you can draft multiple bugs, to be honest. It's not that
You
bad.
can. You can.
I've done, as I said in the chat earlier, I once did 4 water types on a team. That was an adventure.
What did I double up on this season? It was poison?
Poison is an elite typing. I'll die on
There
that
was
hill.
one season I did 3 poison types and 3 fire types on the same team.
Yeah, I had both Amoonguss and Galarian Weezing, and fun fact, when you're going into a matchup where poison isn't very good, having 2 of your wall options both be weak to the same thing isn't the best play.
Okay.
Doesn't matter though.
Up next is the Sharing the Wealth Award. We've done this one in the past where the premise of it was the team with the most wins with 6 different Pokemon in the battle getting kills. So 1 kill each for each of the Pokemon on your team. If no team managed to do that, we would look at 5 different Pokemon getting a kill in the battle at least. This time, 2 teams actually managed to do that, where they got a kill with every different Pokemon in a game. Today, we are giving that to Luca and Ivo, that in 1 battle each, they managed to get a kill on every single one of their Pokemon.
That's pretty cool.
That
That's
really
pretty
is
cool.
an impressive feat, yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
Were these direct kills or were they a mix of like things taking
I think
poison
it
or-
was whatever was credited for the kill.
right,
It was
yeah.
direct kills for both players. Lukov
Oh, wow.
achieved this versus his match against I-90, and Ivo achieved this during his match against Ryan Pro.
Oh.
Very cool, very
Dang,
cool.
the best I had was 4.
Best I had was also 4.
And like this doesn't even require you to like basically get a 6-0, you know? It can be a really close game, and as long as you manage to go 1 for 1, you know, you can get there.
Wait,
and
sure.
they both did. Up next, we got the Carly's Cute Award, a returning staple, where Carly comes up with a list of mons that she deems are cute, and then Velocity goes in and sees which teams apply this, or how many Pokemon meet the criteria for the teams. It was a close battle, but the winner for this was Powered Boston with 4 Pokemon that Carly deemed cute.
Let's go.
Ciao. Yeah, hell yeah.
So you
Let
got
me
a
go look at that team.
you got a
And
cute
you've got-
team, Powered Boston.
And a really cute logo. Who doesn't love Godzilla? Baxzilla.
Yeah, Baxzilla. He is a
Baxzilla.
massive Godzilla guy.
Godzilla's dope. I get it.
Yeah.
And then following this, though, Carly does also have a ugly list Pokemon that she deems are very uncute. It actually hits somebody in this room right now.
Oh, for
Oh
fun.
no.
Any guesses? Any guesses?
Surely it isn't. Surely it isn't. It wouldn't be the guy.
I feel like it could definitely be me. I got a lot of.
It
ugly
can't be the guy
Pokemon.
with all the cute little bugs. I mean, they're just little guys.
No, there's no way. It's me. It's definitely Cake.
Yeah, it has to be.
The answer was if you wanted to win a championship, your team's got to kind of be ugly.
God, that's so good. That's so cool. What? I now I want to see the list. How did I win that?
Carly does have lists, so if you want to reach out to her, she will either share them to you privately, or she might share them in IPDL at some point.
Wait, how many uglies did he have?
He had 5.
Oh
Wow.
5 uglies.
So
That's crazy.
almost half your team is kind of ugly.
I'm
Bro.
assuming it's like Araquanid, Galarian Weezing, Hydreigon, Amoonguss.
I don't think Galarian Weezing is
Miracle.
one, just because she really likes all fairy types, regardless of which one they are.
Oh, fair.
I'm guessing Ting Lu's on that list.
You can't hate Scoop Dog.
She's gonna post it in Power Rankings as soon as she can. So you'll get the
Awesome.
list there.
Evan, your team is dropped.
After Evan won an award, we have to go to Evan giving out an award. It
I
is
do that.
It is the Evan Exceptional Meme Award. This was given to Luca for creating the Buggo comic time loop 10-hour version.
Oh my God.
I would also like to mention there are 2 honorable mentions for this category. One going to Aussie Ryan for them posting the please move draft to a reasonable time, and it's him like or them superimposed on a woman crying, and then it's like the Giga Chad, and it's like an American flag. It says I will draft in front of my boss. And the other one also going to Lucob for his. I'm trying to see if I can find it, but I can't find my chat with Velocity. The how to beating SJ Live 3D Masterclass, where it's him superimposed over some like kind of businessman. So shout out to those honorable mentions.
Very good, very good. Unfortunately, we will not be watching the 10-hour loop. If you want to go watch that, that will be on your own time. Unfortunately.
You should post a link to it in
You know what?
so people can go to it.
Yeah. Discord. We'll make sure to share that after. Up next,
Hi, Dugong. You enjoying the break
Oh.
week?
he had it autoplay. Okay, unlucky.
I thought he joined. I got really excited.
We have All About the Best, which is the player with the highest average BST across their entire team. The person who was drafting some legendaries and some big mons this season was Sal, with a 94.44 on his BST.
That is
Oh.
incredible.
That's actually, yeah, that's impressive.
That's actually crazy stats.
Is there even, like, how could you better that? 12 mythics? Are there 12 mythics? Like, even the bad ones? But
I mean,
just
if you throw Regigigas on there, it's pretty much.
or slacking, bump up the numbers.
There's definitely some things you can do to get that number above 100, but not likely that you can, you know? Up next is the Longest Battle Award, or the Marathon Award. Obviously, this award goes out to the 2 people that participated in the longest battle. A grand ol' 87 turns of Ivo into Evan.
That's actually
Yeah, and then
kind of.
I started losing, and I just like my brain power shut off, and I just threw the end of the game. It's like I stopped trying. I didn't actually stop trying. I was trying, but my brain just melted after 80 something turns.
So Ivo, congrats on, you know, running a marathon in the Pokemon world, you know?
We know what the like time length was, like based on live link being sent to replay being sent?
Somebody can definitely go calculate that. But I don't. He did not give me the time length because the awards were just turn based. So
Yeah, that's fair.
in the other category though, we got the Sprinter Award, which is the shortest battle that happened, and somebody here might remember this. Unlucky. It was Shader versus Kimchi, which lasted a whole 7 turns.
Yeah.
Did a Garchomp hit Swords Dance and then just
No.
scale shot the victory?
This was the Ogre Pond Cornerstone that clicked Swords Dance, and then Terra Rock Ivy cudgeled my entire team.
Yep.
Yep. Turn
There-
1 for the Swords Dance, and then 6 Ivy cudgels.
Yep, I know that feeling. I think I did like the same thing to Jess with Welgerpon once.
Hey, it happens to the best of us, and also me. Like,
It's really a you issue though for drafting monobugs. So.
I'm not trying to say this was unfair by any means. I deserved it, if anything. It's just the thing is, I could have played it better, and I could have not been 6-0'd in 7 turns. So it's on me, really.
Up next, we got the Podcast Most Anonymous Award. This award goes out to 2 people because they were only featured 1 time the entire season. This was the one that I corrected. Originally only had 1 person here, and it definitely was not the right number. But award goes out to Starlot and Pokestar, both only getting featured 1 time in regular season.
That's crazy. Haven't we had seasons where Starlot was the most featured player?
Yep, we have.
I was gonna say Starlight had some really banger battles this season. What happened?
Originally, Velocity actually thought Starlot wasn't featured at all and had him at 0, and I went, nah, I'm going back through this. I know we featured him at least once, and funny enough, it was Velocity who picked that feature for that day, so...
Checks out.
Yeah.
I wonder which battle it
Why
was.
you brought this battle? I don't know. I like looking at it.
I believe we determined it was the week 3 battle for Starlot.
Oh, is that against me?
I believe so.
One of the only
It
battles
is.
I won. Let's go.
It was your win. So not only was Starlot only featured once, but it was one of his 4 losses on an absolutely fantastic season for him. God, I'm just realizing there were 4 of us at 7-4.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a crazy season. Up next, we got the Podcast Favorite Child Award. This is the most beloved people getting featured here. For this, there was 2 people featured, and they were featured 6 times each this season. One of the people, though, is a back-to-back winner of this award, for anybody who remembers from last season.
Surely it's
It's Lukub. Lukub is the back-to-back winner of this award. You and Velocity sure love Lukub.
I think what happened this season was they were really riding the train of we're going to feature any game that somebody requests. And I feel like Lukeup requested his own battles several times.
Yeah, he sure did.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
I believe Button Guy fell out by 1 placing. If he had 1 more battle featured, I think he would have made it here. So blame Evan.
Oh, I was gonna say hashtag blame Velocity, but that works too.
Oh yeah. Off to the awards that you have all been waiting for. First off is the Player Choices Pokemon Award. There's a lot of votes that went into it this season. Velocity didn't give me the exact number for the Pokemon, only for the coach. But any guesses on the player's favorite Pokemon from the podcast here?
I don't even remember who I voted for.
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh, I
say
remember who I
okay.
voted for. I voted for Reggie Drago because I'm Aussie Ryan.
It's either going to be Drago or it's going to be Ambipom.
Both incredible shouts.
The answer was, in fact, Reggie Drago. Taking home
Hey,
the award. So congrats to all the Reggie Drago users out there. This wasn't
That's,
specific to one person, so, you know all
That's
relation.
2 seasons in a row now that Australian Ryan has won that.
Yeah, but
Because
for
last
this
season was Smeargle.
for this you gotta hype them all up, They all played a part. Unless only one person drafted it, and then then it's definitely that person. But then the Player's Choice Coach Award. This award went to somebody with 7 total votes, which is actually quite a lot of them. Any guesses on the player coach?
I mean, Mustard had a fantastic season.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know I voted for Cat.
I think I also voted for Cat, so that's my guess.
Any input you want to put into this one, Cake, before I show it?
Man, that's tough. I'm gonna guess, yeah, it's gonna be like Cat, Sean, or Aussie Ryan.
It was, in fact, Cat.
Wee.
The Mustard
Yeah, that's
with
our
the
guy.
7 votes. Definitely coach of the season. Didn't think she would move up to League 2, and is now moving into League 1. Crazy work,
Yeah, she deserves it. She is so good beyond
Incredible
what
stuff.
she feels she is, and I think honestly, she's like, I'm so cooked. I'm not gonna be able to make it in League 1, and I think she's gonna be fine.
I think she'll be fine, too. But she will definitely stress out of it. Anyways,
She
congrats,
needs to just-
Cat. Welcome in chat.
Oh yeah, good morning.
But I believe that is all the awards for the season. Oh, wait, there's some honorable mentions. We'll go back. As always, the honorable mention is you, chat. And just, all of IPDL. Appreciate you guys for coming out. Appreciate you guys for voting. Watching the stream. If it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't happen,
Yeah, so huge.
It's
That's
huge.
nice.
Thank you guys for season 24. If you have awards suggestions for next season that either or do not require too much upkeep, or you're willing to track them throughout the season and let Velocity know, you can send those award suggestions over to Velocity. And a special thanks to Carly to help out with the awards.
Thank you, everyone involved.
Shout out everyone. How awesome.
Yippee! That is the awards show for today. So that's we're good with that. We still have a little bit more to go over. Of course, we already know the draft order for next season, so I'm going to get that up. The first thing to mention, though, is that we did have one dropout, being Jackie. Jackie was replaced by Venom, a old... Well, I guess you could say a veteran player of the league. Played most of the early seasons, and then dropped out somewhere in the middle. But Venom is back. Cake, I know you remember Venom from a long time ago.
Yeah, Venom is for all you long-standing folks, Brown Horse's brother. Was a mainstay in some of the early in like the Gen 7 seasons. Pretty typically hung out in League 1 too. So was a pretty good battler back then, but is definitely more of a VGC person, so it'll be interesting to see how Venom adapts.
Holy moly. So anyone have any comments on their draft position that they want to talk about? Or just any position in general, you know?
So, what I think is really funny is I was like, it'd be really great if I got like pick 5 right before like the draft started, and then I got it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I called it.
Called your
Should've bought a
shot.
lottery ticket as well.
Indeed.
I'll be interested to see if every first
Yo, I
pick has
appreciate that,
the,
Kat. Thank you for sub.
the confidence.
Hope you enjoyed
to
the
share their
emotes.
pick early.
Welcome on
But
in.
I also wonder if there's going to be.
Holy
I think
Aloma Moly.
last season League 2 did an entire round in advance, which was cool. So I wonder if there'll be more of that.
Oh yeah, didn't
that was,
Carly like insta slam it?
Yeah, that was orchestrated by
Yeah,
Carly.
funny.
She might do it again. We'll see. Who knows?
And then it ended up taking the longest amount of time, if I remember correctly, which is quite funny.
Yes.
That's kind of why I think she went ahead and started doing it, is because like
People were
people
gonna be busy.
realized that it was going to be a bad one.
Yeah.
So that was at least going to help alleviate some of the frustration, and then it was bad anyways.
Evan, we're both ninth.
We are both ninth, indeed.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Lee.
be honest. I'm happy where I am. I was 7th last season. Obviously, it didn't do me dirty. I'd won, but I'm glad to be closer to a wheel. That's for sure. And in a season like this, where there's a bunch of new toys and massive threats, I'm excited to see what comes down to me. I
Should
feel
be a
like if
good
I was
one.
up at like pick 3 or 4, I'd have decision paralysis. I'd be like, I don't know which one to take. But at pick 9, you get to kind of see how the playing field is evening out and make a more educated choice.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of, let's get some of those new mons on the screen here, as well as the old Terra bands. Lots of new mons coming in. I believe there is at least an entire extra round worth of mons coming in, so that will likely shake up the entirety of round 1 and 2 as we know it.
I think we added 16 new mons.
Yep. I will say, not all of them are round 1 material though.
Oh, for sure.
But Ispathra.
Yeah, Espathra without Terra is like, I think, a solid round 4.
And yet,
I don't even know if I'd give it that.
and yet, if you
It's
pick it,
still
you're
one
still friends.
note without Terra.
I mean, it really only struggles with steel types specifically, so we'll have to see how it shakes up.
Art, how do you feel about moving up to like somewhere in the middle of a round instead of at the very end?
I'm just happy I'm not pick 12 again. Man, like, I went in and looked at my stats for like how often I was the last pick in a draft, and I think it was about 50% of the drafts I've been in.
That's crazy.
Which, if you thought of it like as a few seasons, you're just like, okay, that's whatever. But when it's like, I think it's hinging on like 21 seasons across the draft leagues now that I've been in. That's a lot of last places, you know? And it just, it was never a place that felt good for me to play, because I would always be forced to play some ridiculous defensive core that would either be like Scarm Chansey levels, or it would be like Super Regenerator Pivot build, and it doesn't promote fun gameplay to me.
Fair enough.
And honestly, I feel like I'm in the best spot to get something that feels like it was good enough to be unbanned and possibly get a second thing.
Yeah, looking at the list of unbans, there's definitely at least 8 things that are gonna be traditionally are oneable, I think. Like, there's a lot of new, very strong toys, and at least 1 or 2 of them are guaranteed to fall to you. So, that should be nice.
The reason why Arch was banned was because it was actually banned by Smogon. Anything that typically gets banned by Smogon, we just auto-ban because we want to correct to the format a little bit. And that's why it got banned.
Yep.
I could see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these Pokemon I could see going in round 1. So
I see 7 to 8.
I'm probably being a little generous on a couple of them, but
I could see 10, maybe 11 actually, but we'll see.
Well, like, I could see Terapagos falling further than anticipated because without Terra, it really plays more of a support role.
That mana is way better than you think it is.
It's so good.
It's
No,
so good
Tarap
at
is
what it does.
amazing. Tarap is incredible.
It is like the ultimate backbone Pokemon.
You're right. I just don't think it's round 1 without Terra. I still think it's disgustingly good.
It typically goes round 1 in Nat Dex leagues without Nat Dex level of moves, so.
All right, well.
We'll see how it does, though.
I'm just gonna kind of dig into what I know about Pokemon, and I could see Annihilate going in round 1 because people love that Pokemon. Baxcalibur, if somebody wants to try a new dragon, could go. Bundle will probably go because it's kind of silly. Lando I could see going because it breaks. Oh, forgot Kyurem. Kyurem will probably go round 1 because that mom's kind of ridiculous. Roaring Moon, another one of those ultimate Dragon Dance Pokemon that you could ever hope for. Depending on how you're feeling about Sneasler, if you really want to run an Unburdened set, that thing could go off. Could be round 1able, though maybe not. That's probably an edge case. Terapagos should be a round 1 Pokemon, and then without Terra, I don't know if Blood Moon is round 1able.
I think Blood Moon is insane.
And see, the thing is, Blood Moon always played on, what made Blood Moon so good was Terra. And without it, it makes it a lot easier to just kind of, smack it with, a fast, water or a fighting type.
I don't think there's a strong enough water fighting type that hits it relevantly hard on the physical side. That doesn't get blown up.
It'd be on the special side before it gets a chance to Calm Mind.
I think it's rough if you're trying to hit it on the special side, because a lot of the times if you're switching your water type into it, it's getting one Calm Mind up, and you're gonna struggle.
Sean pointing out a good thing. Yeah, it's called Urshifu Rapid Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And only one person out of 12 gets Urshifu Rapid Strike.
I think Keldeo would run over Blood Moon.
It's hard to say.
As well. And Bundle, if Bundle comes in, that thing
Bundle could do work.
Goodbye.
I'm very tentative on seeing Volcarona, though. I know a lot of people have disrespected Volcarona in the past, even with Terra. So I'm wondering where that's going to go, and I'm also wondering how Garchomp's going to be affected by the Terra ban on it.
It's still going to be good.
I think Garchomp's good, but I don't think it's top of round round 1 good anymore.
I mean, Terra Captain Garchomp hasn't won since the first Terra Captain season with Ivo.
Oh wow.
It still feels really like it was strong enough to get the playoffs kind of a thing, but it didn't always, do well in playoffs.
True.
And I think without Terra, you're going to see a lot more Garchomp playing, going back to playing its, defensive, stacking hazards and Rocky Helmet chipping people.
We'll have to wait and see on that. Starlot, did Starlot not get, a very high pick last season as well, after commenting about how he doesn't get high picks?
I think Starlot was second pick last season because
he was indeed.
After... Because I was like, you're going to go Dragapult, aren't you? And then he immediately locked in Garchomp, and I was like, didn't see that coming.
How did you not see that coming? We literally had a ban discussion before this season about Garchomp, and he's like,
yeah, but
he voted to ban Garchomp, and then said, guys, if you don't ban this, I am round 1ing it every season until we do. And then did.
I see. I just assumed that what would happen is I've never been at the top before. I could take one of the top guys that I never get a chance at. Nope, held to his guns.
It was a Garchomp Prime move, Lugub also quite known for being high spots. Still sticking it out there in second.
Rigged it. Those damn Electrode.
Those damn Electra. Any spot that you're happy or sad to see that somebody got put into?
I mean, I'm personally would have been happy wherever in League 3 because I'm not actually doing my draft next season, so that would be nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm so happy that Pokestar is late in the draft because if all goes wrong with like the things that I want, I can still default to like picking Dragapult at pick 5 if it happens to be there, and I don't have to worry about Pokestar. We'd slam it every single time.
Yeah. Don't give that mod to Pokestar, please.
Do not.
You do have some hell of neighbors, though, Cake. You're between Carly and Ivo.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to people like calling me and being like, "You need to stop Ivo from taking this Pokemon" or something like that. It's like I'm not gonna draft the Ditto just to stop Ivo from taking Ditto.
Play your own game. Do you?
I mean, I guess that also begs the question, is Ivo back to drafting by himself, or is Eldrim still drafting for him? You know?
It would be a little weird to have LT drafting for Ivo when they're in the same league.
Was it?
Oh, I didn't even consider that, yeah.
I
That's a
believe
shame.
Ivo is drafting for himself. Who was it that also said they're drafting their own team this season? Was it? It was SJ because he didn't like the hyper offense from this season, correct?
Yeah. That sounds right.
The season was a bit of an experiment for SJ, and this was the most we've seen SJ struggle in a bit.
Still made it to semifinals and playoffs.
Yep.
I mean, after 5 back to back. I mean,
Yeah, but when was the last time that SJ was like 4th seed and like really had to work to like even make playoffs?
Yeah, that's fair.
Before my time, that much is certain.
But back in my day,
Back
Because like there was a
my
part in
day,
there's a part in the season where SJ was 2-3.
the good old days.
they never last.
They never do. Enjoy them while you living them. Get busy drafting or get busy not
But-
drafting.
Yeah, I think SJ is a lot more comfortable with like balanced to bulky offense builds. Something that allows him to keep repositioning and have options.
Very true,
Yeah,
very
I'll
true.
be very interested to see not only what SJ drafts, because again, drafting for himself again, but Aussie Ryan as well in League One with a late pick. I'll be interested to see what they cook up. That should be a lot of fun.
I'm ready to see what Cruiser does with a super early pick.
I have an
Yeah,
idea.
the
I
Roost
think I have
Cruise.
an idea of what's going to be Cruiser's.
Cruiser's
R1.
always complaining about being such a late pick, and now he gets the pick that he wants.
He's had a few seasons where he's got a high pick.
He had like pick 1.
Yeah.
Was it last season? Was pick 1?
No, because
No, it was
Pokestar was.
It was like
Pokey,
2
yeah.
seasons ago.
Yes, and Cruiser picked Dragapult.
Dragapult, and then immediately hated it.
Yeah, and then last season I know was good as well because he got was it Darkrai that he finally got? It was Darkrai that he finally got.
Yes, but he got it from pick 9?
Yeah, he got it
Oh.
from pick 9.
So yeah, I'm just like, I'm interested to see what Cruiser does with like not the number 1 pick, and seeing like if he falls into some like interesting like trap of new Pokemon that isn't that ends up not panning out, or
Yeah, because there's 20 picks between his first and his second, and that's a lot of mons that will leave the field or be taken away. So
Yep.
Yeah, it was season 23. Yeah, he had first pick, got that Dragapult himself. So back in a similar position, we'll see if he grabs something new or if he goes to Dragapult again. I don't know. He really talked that
Some
one
tells
up.
me he won't.
I think the last
I90
one
made him interesting.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I90 made an interesting claim. He was like, third pick is a weird position to be in because like you're not really sure if what you're taking at that point is actually worth that pick or not. So I'm interested in seeing what I90 ends up deeming as probably worth that pick and not screwing himself over.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like a mix of what new mons go early versus the older mons that we know are tried and true and really good, like Great Tusk and Dragapult, you know? I think the one mon that I'm really interested in seeing how the Terraband to it actually comes about is Wellspring, because everybody talked about how that was like a pick 4 or 5 mon in previous seasons, and I'm wondering how that's going to affect its placing. Is that going to make it a round 1 but late pick now, or is it going to be around 2 or 3, you know?
I mean, I would still assume it will be. I do think Wellspring, even without Terra, is still good enough to be round oneable, depending on what your draft plan is. But like, it's a really good speed tier. IV Cudgel is still like a disgustingly broken move. Grass Water's a good typing, so I think people will overlook Wellspring because of the new toys, so to speak. But I definitely think it could do some work as a later round 1, early round 2.
I think always the big thing with Wellspring was people thought of it as like it's not having to Terra captain it and it being able to
Yeah.
Terra was such a powerful Terra that's what skyrocketed it up the board and made it very hard to prep for. And so taking that entirely away, I think takes it from like a Pokemon that can like completely wreck games with like the super powered Ivy Cudgel to like a very good solid Pokemon.
Yeah, I still think this was definitely an overreaction. Wellspring isn't even the second best Ogerpon, and I think we can move on from there.
Many people put it as the best Ogerpon that we had. I didn't believe in it, but
I mean, it was the second best Ogerpon that we had, but it wasn't the second best Ogerpon overall.
Hearthflame being number 1, Cornerstone being number 2?
No, Cornerstone's the worst.
Okay. Oh, then just default. Oh, well, you do get an item.
Yeah,
and speed boosting
get-
is pretty.
and
you
a
get an
speed
item, you
boost.
get a speed
Yeah.
boost. You still have insane coverage. God, I love that guy or girl,
just-
I should say.
I
Man.
get it. It's a shame that Monograss is not great, but you know.
Perfectly fine when you're dealing 8 billion damage and critting. Yeah.
When a 4x resist is still 40%.
Yep.
You know,
I
that's
think it's
true.
pretty chill.
Champion
Yeah, being
approved.
able to band and then Terra and get the speed boost makes that thing just
A monster.
It's guerrilla tactics. You literally get guerrilla tactics. You just have to commit your terror.
And if you're smart enough, you can get a Defiant boost before getting all of that and still have double attack, banded, boosted, all this crazy
true.
stuff.
Beta defog, perhaps? Or
Evan's gonna sell
Intimidate?
this mon into round 1.
Done.
I don't think it's round 1 of the line.
Listen, there's a reason my title is what it is.
Yep. Speaking of mons you want to sell, are you gonna sell Hydra Apple up this season again to see if it moves up even further, or?
Last season I literally said, man, I listened back to this podcast today, Art. The finals from last season, I listened to it today.
Yep.
And I said, I think I'm going to overdraft that thing next season because I've just really wanted to play with it. I think it would be really fun. And everyone was like, yeah, sometimes that's just what you got to do, man. and then you overdrafted it before me.
Yep.
It was the first pick of round 2. How can we overdraft it more than that?
Blame society.
First pick of
Oh,
round
the
one.
new one's coming in. Holy. If that thing goes in the top of round 2, I'm gonna like fall off of my computer chair.
I was gonna try and draft it round 3 last season. I guess I'm going round 5 this season.
Go round 4 just to be safe. Now that you've said
Probably.
it. Yeah.
Kimchi, if you got your magical first pick mon out of these new mons and old mons, what do you think it would be?
My magical first pick? I mean, Bruxish looks really appealing.
Let him
But
cook.
aside from the, I'm gonna say from the new mon specifically, I would probably do. Oh, I don't know. Actually, honestly, I've used a bunch of these guys before, and a lot of them are really fun. But I think I would do something a little different. I would probably first round Sneasler. To be completely honest, if I had my way.
Epic. I want to rephrase the question a little bit differently for the other two here, because I know they can be a little bit more competitive with it. Cake, if you had a first pick, which mon would that be?
Oh, so I've been thinking about this, and it's really difficult for me to figure that out. I've been kind of going back and forth between, like, if I was first overall, I might pick Kyurem. And then I've been also thinking about Baxcalibur, just because, like, both of those Pokemon have the ability to just kind of take over games pretty easily. So that's where those are what I've been thinking about.
Definitely. And same question to you, Evan. If you were first pick, which mon would you say would go there? Yeah.
I would either go Blood Moon or Annihilate. To be honest, a lot of the other mons I'm excited about that are on this list, I don't feel like are truly R1. And while Iron Bundle is definitely a funny guy, I don't think I'd have fun playing with him. So
You'll miss a Hydro Pump, and you'll
Yeah,
and then I'll
that's always been my thing.
Yeah.
Is like, oh,
Put a
I
brick
don't want
in my
my
computer.
entire battle hinging on whether or not I hit Hydro Pumps.
I was
This is
getting
what we got.
legitimately nauseous during the fight with LT when I had to click Draco at the end.
That's pretty real. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that is all of our content today.
What about you, Art?
Wait,
What's
yes,
the
Art.
thing
Oh.
that you're like?
Hey, you can't have us expose what we want and then not say anything.
Well, if I had to choose one specifically, it's a mon that I've not gotten to use at all yet, and I would actually put it at Iron Bundle.
Hell yeah.
I really love freeze-dry Pokemon. I think there's not enough of them that are good, let alone cool, and I would really want to try to use that one.
Based.
I respect it. I heavily respect it, but man, I don't have the guts for it.
Actually, just don't even run a Hydro Pump. Run Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, Encore, Flip Turn every single game.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then put Boots or like a Specs or a Scarf or whatever you need that week. Like, bundle solved. We've solved it. We fixed bundle.
We fixed Bundle. Yippee, yippee. But yeah, that's what we got for today's show. Once again, thank you for Kimji for filling in. I know that was a today or yesterday thing that happened.
Thank you for having me.
Uh,
It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Evan, for sorting all that stuff out. As always, being on here. And
No problem.
a final goodbye to Cake. Appreciate you for being on the podcast for so long. You know, I wish you well.
Yeah, I'm excited to just go back, be part of the audience memeing, and I'll I'll look forward to the day where you guys call on me because Velocity ditched you again and you need someone to fill in.
Or Evan goes away for a wedding, you know. It happens. But once again, just thank you, chat, you know, for anybody here participating, watching, vibing. It's been a long and good and fun road. And we'll see you again in season 25.
Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Adios, season 24.